Hey everybody, it's me, Bailey. I'm here with Yuhua Hamasaki.
Hi, Bae. How are you? You look so gorgeous. Like we are in like the matching eye color palette. You have on blue, I have on purple. It's like a glamazon in here.
Yes, we are in that season 10 promo gem colors.
I was thinking actually season 9. Do you remember season 9 where they had all the fun colors?
Yeah, oh yes, that's actually the season I was thinking of too, but I was like, season 10.
It's okay. We won't talk about that.
We're on season 10. That's why I was so hyped about
it. I didn't win, right? How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am locked down. I'm feeling okay, but you know what the good thing is that we have the internet, and that makes it a lot easier for us. And you know what? We get to connect, so that makes my Friday night a little bit better. Actually, it's Thursday, right? Okay, yeah. That makes my Thursday night a little bit better. You see, I don't even know what day it is anymore.
Communicating, yes, that's important. And during these times, and especially if like we're still in lockdown, and a lot of people still are, so.
And we're very fortunate that we have the internet, social apps. Don't be using the social apps, actually, for meeting people. But if you want to use the social apps to interact with people, that's fine, you know. But we won't go in depth with people with that.
Yes, and luckily we have Drag Race, and it's been going on for like almost like 4 months.
I know, right? We had UK, we had season 12, we've had All Stars 5, and the Celebrity Drag Race, and now Canada's Drag Race. This is insane.
Yes, and what did you think of tonight's episode?
It was very, very in-depth. I feel like because the past few episodes, they haven't really touched that much point into like gay rights, what living as a queer person is outside of the United States. So it's nice to see a point of view from someone who's a little bit older.
Yes, the Rainbow Railroad, that was a great project to like incorporate to this makeover.
I know, and Priyanka won the challenge, but she had to give away all of her money away. But you know what? It's for a good cause.
Yes, definitely. And you are like the fashion queen, or at least the seamstress queen.
Thank you. I can't be the fashion queen, but you know what? I'll take seamstress. It's like a little bit beneath fashion. It's almost there. It's almost there.
You're there. You're there.
It's like when you're trying to be a doctor, but you're just a nurse, right?
Which one of those looks would you want to fix if you had to like pick any of the runway looks to fix? Which one would you?
This week's runway looks were pretty decent, I would say, but the one that stood out to me was Scarlett Bobo. I don't know if you were a fan of the looks. Were you a fan of the looks?
It just made them look really boxy. I feel like they both look really boxy.
No, I'm not just that. I feel like it was very all over the place. The elements, we have punk rock and roll, we have salsa, we have showgirl, we have
leather straps,
a lot of elements going on. It was just like a clusterfuck of different themes, and also the colors were really matching. If I remember correctly, there was neon green, there was the punk rock black, there was the silver sequin, and then there was the leather. It was just a potpourri of things.
Yes, it was all over the place. That one was a little all over the place, and not like in the right ways either, not like in a fun way.
And I'm a huge fan of her, and I have to tell her this, that she's like the underdog of the season.
So out of all the looks, which one would you want to wear?
Jimbo's. I know they said it was very slutty, it was very sexual, but I'm like, isn't that what drag is all about?
Who doesn't want to be slutty, right?
Yeah, but not just that, not just the theme. Regardless if she sold it as slutty or not, I thought that was the best resemblance of a look within the family out of all of them, because the colors were there, the silhouettes was there, the patterns were there, the shape was there, and the way that the fit of the entire outfit from head to toe was there. I loved it. It gave me fashion, it gave me drag, and it also gave me that drag element for Drag Race. I absolutely loved it.
Yes, and I love that hair. It was like everything, that big, slutty, like Pamela Anderson, Trisha Paytas hair.
It kind of reminds me of like, you know those sisters, like they call sisters, they just end up doing porn together to get like the straight guys off, and they're just like, yeah, rubbing their titties together in a pool. You know, so I thought they sold it, but the judges weren't too pleased, but I thought I liked it.
And out of the 5 girls that are left, which ones do you see that are going to make it to the top 3?
Top 3, so we have Rita left, right? We have Rita, we have Priyanka, we have Scarlett, we have Jimbo, and we have...
Alona, I'm just kidding.
No, she went home. No. Is there only 4 left? Yeah, there's 4 left.
But yeah, there's 4 left, and Lemon just left this episode.
Bitch, you try to make me seem like I forgot one of the girls.
Yeah, Lemon just left, but
Okay.
I was like, if you could put Lemon in there, would you?
I did. I honestly thought that she might have potential to be top 3 or top 4 because she started off really low, as we saw with the sewing challenge. But then she really escalated herself. And when she escalated herself, she really kept herself consistent to make the game more about her. And I thought she really owned it. So I really saw her in top 4. I also saw Rita Baga because she was just slaying every challenge after challenge after challenge. And then as for Jimbo, I thought there were times that the judges didn't understand her, but I thought like she did well anyway. Like same as Milk on season 6, where the judges weren't really understanding her, like they weren't ready for her, but she was absolutely slaying the game. So I think that's where Jimbo is falling under right now. And then Priyanka, I thought she did well in this challenge, but so far she's been kind of like this. And who else is left? Oh, Scarlett. Scarlett, another one to watch out for. I feel like she's like one of the dark horses. Like in the previous seasons we've seen in the American version where you're just safe. And then eventually, out of nowhere, you just win because you were safe the entire time, that you were never placed in the bottom. So nobody ever saw weakness out of you. So she could also be up there. So anybody's game really, actually.
It's the Hunger Games of drag.
Sorry, that was a mouthful.
No, it's perfect. It's what everybody wanted to hear. And we all know it's what you do after Drag Race that matters. So like we all know these girls are going to have great careers. And you started Bootleg Opinions after Drag Race. How was it starting that like post Drag Race?
It was fine. I was like, what else is there to do? I was like, let's do something. I mean, I'm not going to go out there and do like, I don't know, like an album because I'm not a singer. We all know how the Ankh song turned out. It was 101 though. It was 101 on the billboards. Almost top 100 of the billboards though. I'm not going to do an album. I'm not going to really do a movie because I ain't got the money for that. So I was like, let's do YouTube. That number 1 requires very little resource. I can do that in my bedroom. And apparently we're all bedroom queens right now. So that's how it came about. I was like, I know sewing, I know fashion, I know styling. I've dressed for other girls from the show before. I've dressed plenty of girls before. I have years of experience. So why don't I use my skill to the best of its usage? So I encourage anybody that actually goes on Drag Race and remind you all that it is not where you're placed, it's what you do afterwards. It's what you do afterwards. I mean, we've seen plenty of girls that have gone on Drag Race and now they're milking cows. I don't know what they're doing. I just made that up.
They were milking cows on the episode, and now they're milking cows after the episode.
Literally, they were milking themselves. They were milking themselves on the main stage because they were really nervous, and now they're actually milking cows. So I don't know what they're doing, but it's really up to you what you want to do with it. So I would say the main race actually starts after the premiere.
Yes, and I know you work with like a lot of the Rue girls. And you worked with Alexis Michelle. She was like one of the producers of the show. Is she still a producer of the show?
Oh, girl, this is a family business. She is producing the show. I also have other Rue girls over there lighting the show right now. I have another Rue girl ordering the pizza right now. And I have another, I have Kelly Mantle over here doing my toenails right now. It is a family business, baby.
Tell her to go on All-Star 6. We want Kelly Mantle on All-Star 6.
I'm actually gunning for All-Stars 27, so that's, fingers crossed.
We can get you on there too for season 6.
Oh, you have Paul's number?
Would you do season 6?
Probably not now because of the virus and everything going on. What if it's time for the premiere and I can't perform like season 12, All-Stars 5, and Canada's Drag Race? Right? I'd rather stay my ass at home.
And would you, so like, you know how like everyone is just kind of on Drag Race now, or at least on Canada's Drag Race, Brooklyn Heights is hosting it. Would you ever want to host maybe like Thailand's Drag Race? Or if China had a Drag Race, would you ever audition for the China's Drag Race?
Of course, girl. If there is a chance and if there's a paycheck, I am there, baby. I don't know if you know this, but afterwards, I am delivering pizza to the next door neighbor, girl. If there's money, I am there. But speaking of Drag Race, hello, if you're not doing it, you're missing out on all the money or exposure and opportunity out there. And everybody's watching Drag Race these days. And not just Drag Race, but there's Dragula now, Camp Wanakiki. I mean, Trinity the Tuck, she's doing her own thing right now called Love for the Arts. So I would say live while you can, because it is the best time, not actually the best time to be gay, but this is the biggest inflation of drag there's ever been. Who knows where this will take us in 5-10 years. This might not even be around in 5-10 years, so enjoy it while you can.
Milk it.
Milk it. Who knows, in 10 years I could be folding some clothes at your local Gap store, you know, like kiddo, remember me from 10 years ago? VH1, bitch.
And you were there on VH1 season 10 with a lot of New York sisters. How was it like having that like camaraderie? Did you know all of them, or was it only a few?
I knew all of them. There was Miss Cracker, who I knew for years, and Monet Exchange, who I knew for years. And then Aquaria, I barely met her new, but I've known of her, and we've worked together. Same thing with Dusty. We ended up working together in the same local bar. And then there was me. I was like, there's someone missing. I know there's 5 of them. Did I say all 5? Monet, Cracker, Aquaria, Dusty. Yes, I said all 5.
Yes, the other number 5. I was like, I only counted 4, but I was counting. Yes.
And where are you located, my dear?
Well, right now I'm in Arizona, and there's a thunderstorm going on. So if my power goes out, that's literally why. It almost went out when it started raining.
You know what? If it happens with Dorothy Part 2 going to the Wizard of Oz, I am okay with it. At least this video will go viral.
Yes.
And how are you keeping yourself during this quarantine?
I'm keeping myself sane. I've actually been really lucky. I'm finishing school, and then I was doing it online. So I did a lot of summer classes. I was like, I'm graduating this year. I'm not dealing with any of this. So
also known as you were scrolling through Facebook 24/7, right?
Yes. Well, I was ignoring my school.
And what are you studying?
Actually, I'm studying nutrition. Nothing like even related. Like, I'm a science queen.
You are a science queen. I am very jealous because I tried studying science in school with chemistry, physics, hated all of it. But my favorite subject out of science was the solar systems.
The solar system. I honestly, we haven't learned, well, at least like everything I did was like biology and chemistry. I didn't learn anything about the solar system or anything about graphs.
Graphs. Speaking of nutrition, I learned that because I was having that kind of weight issue, like every girl when they go on Drag Race afterwards, they eat all this junk food nonsense, you don't work out. So I went to see a gym person. What do they call it? Trainers.
Yes.
And he was giving me all these advice, but at the end of the day, after like paying him 3 months, it turned out it was just all about the food that I was inserting into my body. It was just all about nutrition. It doesn't really matter how you work out, really. It's just about what you insert in your body, number 1, right?
Yes, I'm the prime example of what you insert into your body.
You have 30 dicks in your body right now, so I am very jealous.
Completely full.
Very jealous. 30 headless dicks without any bodies. Hold on, let me text back to Lagandra really quick. All right, cool.
So on your show, Bootleg Opinion, this is the bootleg part of the internet, but on your show, who would you want to have that you haven't had already?
Oh my God, plenty of them. How about let's start with Michelle Visage? Aim a little bit too high. What about RuPaul? How about that? What about Rihanna? Nicki Minaj? But you know what? When I say Nicki Minaj or Britney Spears, I'm gonna end up getting Derek Barry or Trinity K.
Yes, but you do need Nicki Minaj on your channel telling everybody that their makeup is horrible and their wigs are horrible. That's all I want to see.
And then I'll just have Heidi in closet next to me so that they can have the cat fight all over again, right? Because I honestly thought that when watching the premiere of season 12, when Nicki Minaj was giving her critiques, when she was judging the contestants, she really watched the girls and gave constructive criticism instead of just saying, you were beautiful. Yeah, I didn't really get it. You know, she was really trying to elevate the girls and push them to their full potentials. So I like that. I like that in a judge.
And you're used to having them in person, like there to have that dynamic. But being that it's online now during quarantine, is it different?
At first, yes, because I feel like, the hell am I talking to? The hell am I talking to? My neighbor or my roommate's gonna think like I have schizophrenia or something. And then I realized, oh, it's basically just FaceTiming or talking to someone on the phone, except they're at the other side of the world. And I think as we get through this pandemic, we will realize that a lot of things we can end up doing at home. And I also think, unfortunately, sad to say, but a lot of jobs I feel like are going to be cut out because employers have realized that, oh, people can actually work from their home. We don't need people to come in. We might actually close out our office or lessen the amount of employees in the workforce. And I think it is time us as people, because we don't really know at this point when the pandemic is going to be over. And I think it is smart if we actually adapt ourselves to go in that direction. Are you laughing at me? You're like smirking.
No, I'm just smiling.
You're like, what is this bitch? She's crazy.
But no, yeah, exactly. We have to like work through this pandemic, and that's exactly what I feel like I've been trying to do with my drag. You know, doing these reviews, and also like making merch. And I'm not advertising this wig, but like I even started taking like wig classes and learning to make wigs. Just like how could I make money doing drag, because it was performing, but now it's not. So how can I make money in drag now that performing is not an option for me?
Exactly. Not just that. You said something really, really well that I really admire, because a lot of people, they're like, oh, I'm not working, I can't do anything, and they're complaining at home, but you have all this extra time to learn new things. You're learning how to do wigs, right? You said?
Yes.
And when you go back out there, when the pandemic is over, you're gonna have this whole completely new glow up. You know what I mean? Like, use your time wisely. I know we're all indoors right now, but we can certainly use this time and space at home to really reflect on ourselves, learn new skills, and really just be a better version of ourselves.
Yes, I love that message.
I'm like Mother Teresa, except she's in drag.
Except sluttier.
Sluttier.
All right, Yuha, I think those are all the questions I have for you today. It's been awesome talking to you. Is there anything you want to promote? Anything you want to talk about?
Make sure you check out Bootleg Opinions on YouTube. Soon, maybe we'll get it to like MTV, but right now we'll start and aim low at YouTube, okay? So you can find Bootleg Opinions on YouTube. We release new videos every week, me and a different guest. We talk about fashion, gossip, tea, and also just a new episode of Drag Race. You can also find me at Yuhua Hamasaki on all socials, including Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, and also www.yuhamasaki.store to get all my merch. I had a TikTok, but I'm boycotting them because they're problematic.
Yes, I love a self-promotion queen. That was excellent. And again, thank you for coming on here. And I want to thank everybody for watching. And bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. You made my Thursday just a little bit better.